Here's the process for finishing the installation of your iPad drawer to save you the least headaches possible. I think this is probably the best way to approach it. Here's your iPad charging cord. Just going to undo those. Then you have USB side. Pay attention to the fact that this end is solid, this side is open. Solid side needs to be on this left side to fit into that slot down there. Alright, so it needs to carefully be placed in one of those USB ports. They're a pretty tight space, so when you do that, you just have to do your very best to try to get it to slide into there. Everything with this is pretty tight spaced. So you can start by sticking the cord in that slot if you want. If that doesn't work, just try to approach it that way, and you have to bend the cord just a little bit and use your fingers to try to slide it in like so. Alright, now next will be taking the end of your cord. There are slots at the very bottom here. You're gonna go down all the way through the bottom slot there. It's like a long oval. And then you have another slot that you need to slip it through down in the front of the drawer. And then pull it up and sort of just let it hang over the side. So we're going to repeat that process until we fill up the entire drawer of the USB cords. You'll finish up the last 3 here, and then you'll have to do some in this middle one, they're on the side, and then finish up the rest of them on that far right USB. So now we're on to this middle USB port, and for this one, the little USB symbol on the charging cord needs to be facing up when you slide it into that set of ports. Alright, finally on this last set of USB ports. For this one, again, you have to pay attention to the charging cord. The solid white is on the right. Okay, you can see the USB symbol. Okay, the solid part is opposite of that. For these set of ports, you need to have the white solid part on the right side. The USB picture needs to be on the left. So when you're putting that in, it goes in like this with the USB picture on the left and the solid white bar inside on the right. So going in like so. And again, it doesn't fit in super easily. You have to use the power of your fingertips to slide it into place. All right, let's continue. Your next process is putting in the dividers into each section. So here's what you're going to do. Get something hard, back end of a screwdriver, the edge of something, and this little notch here, we just want to bend it in a little bit so it really grabs onto the drawer notches when you put it in. That way they don't slide up when your iPads are pulled up. So just take something hard and give this some taps so it bends it in, so it really holds in there. And then you're going to take these, just separate your wires for each section as you go, and just slide your wires for that part. It notches in into the back first, and then pushes down in. And it's okay to give it a little bit of love as you put it in. So then it's in there nice and sturdy. So you're going to repeat that process throughout the entire drawer, and then there will be one last step. Then the last thing will be, because these are so long, to go ahead and go inside the back here and pull these cords until you have a manageable amount sticking out here. You only want an amount sticking up here that you need in order to plug it in. You don't want it to be all crazy up here. It's better to be big and crazy back here, and then you can stuff it down so that you only have so much sticking out up here. That way when you pull up the iPads, there's just a little bit sticking out for kids to plug in and unplug. At this point then, you just get all the iPads plugged in and laying in their slots to charge.